Tang gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody that's tapped in. If you want to support the channel, I'll leave my links in my description. Check out the Tang gang community, man. It's a live space. We do weekly calls. I'll leave that link as well. But y'all see I'm driving, man. I'm actually going to the gym right now. And what's crazy is this isn't my usual gym. I go to this gym, whenever I'm in the area, but it's about 20-30 minutes away from where I live at, right? But I almost skipped the gym entirely today. Like, I almost didn't go because I just wasn't feeling like it. And I said, you know what? I got to get my ass up, man, get in this gym. It's been a holiday weekend, so everything's been closed. So I haven't been to the gym in a few days. So there's no excuse to why I can't make it today. But I almost went there. You know what I'm saying? I almost gave in to my temporary feelings. And this is why I'm going to a gym that I don't usually go to, just so I get that out of my system, right? It's a little bit of further drive. So I want to get out of my comfort zone. You feel what I'm saying? And what's crazy is, like, if I didn't go to the gym today, I know I would have felt, you know what I'm saying? I just would have felt like I didn't do everything I could have done today to be my best version. So, guys, you got to override your temporary feelings. This is how we evolve and become or walk into our greatness. You feel what I'm saying? The only way that you can surpass your past self is with discipline, right? Persistence. When I ran track, our coach would always tell us to run past the finish line, and it wasn't as a punishment. Our coach would tell us, show up 5 minutes early. If you show up on time, you're late. It wasn't to punish us. It was to train us and get us out of that lazy mentality. Get us out of that weak mentality. That victim mindset, right? Because if I run past the finish line, I'm programming myself to go beyond my limits, right? I'm looking at the finish line and I'm already giving up. I'm already slowing down. I'm already relaxing myself. I show up early to my meetings. I show up early to practice, to my job. I'm training myself, to get up and do what I don't feel like doing. You know how we hit that alarm clock, you hit that snooze button because you don't feel like getting up? You train yourself to break out of that mentality. That makes us weak. You see what I'm saying? This is why we can never go as far as we want to. We can never see the success that we want to. That goes for your spiritual journey. That goes for your retention journey. That goes for your relationships. That goes for every aspect of your life. I heard someone once say, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. If you being lazy, if you half-assing one thing, you're going to do that. That's going to carry over to every other thing, your job, your relationships, etc., right? So we got to break out of that mode, fellas. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing today. I'm taking this long drive to break out of that laziness. I don't want to be in that mindset again where I've already had a few days off the gym and I'm contemplating whether I should go or not. Nah, because I know that's how we start going downward. That's how we start spiraling down. Now, if I skip today, that's going to make it more easier for me to skip more days. Next thing you know, I ain't been to the gym in a week. I'm getting comfortable. I'm getting lazy. Right? And we don't want that to happen. We don't need it to happen on our journey. If you got goals that you're trying to accomplish right now, you don't need to be relaxed. You don't need to slip up on your discipline. You don't need to give up on your relentlessness of trying to achieve that. Right? You go hard every single day that you need to. This is how, see, when you do the things that you don't want to do, you're building literally your cells. Every cell in your body is being prepared, right, to overcome obstacles, to overcome adversity. I'll give y'all an example. When Goku Black, when he fought with Cheetah, right? Remember, Goku Black stole Goku's body in another dimension. And when he fought Vegeta was whooping his ass. And Black was like, how is it that you're so much stronger than me? You know what I'm saying? With this body. And Vegeta told him, he said, bro, you an imposter. You know, Goku spent a lifetime building that body up from each individual cell. You know, he said you feel that power, but you don't know how to tap into it because you didn't build it. So with us, you're building your body up right now with every action that you do, every choice that you make. You know, when Goku, when he needs to tap into that power, he's probably thinking about all them times he was training in the hyperbolic chamber, all them times he was doing 100 times gravity, you know, all those battles he went through where he almost died. Sometimes he did die. Everything that he went through in his life, he uses that as fuel to tap into his full potential. We do the same thing. When you stay consistent with your goals, with what you need to do, right? Over time, you're able to tap in to that pain, to all those days that you went through, right? To get to the next level. It's going to give you that fuel. It's going to give you that fire. Your adrenaline starts pumping. That's how I felt today when I was going to skip the gym. I thought about all the times, you know, and today's leg day too. I just thought about all the times that I went through it. Legs burning, lactic acid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let all that go to waste just because I don't feel like going today. You know, guys, a lot of us, that's what we do. We'll stop. We'll give in to the weakness. We'll give in to those voices in our head. And next thing you know, we done relapse. Next thing you know, we're not being persistent. We're out of that flow state now. Right? See, now I know today after I finish the gym, I'm going to be proud of myself. My last video, I told you guys, make sure you're doing something every single day that you can be proud of. You don't want to evaluate yourself at the end of the day and be like, damn, man, I could have did this. I should have did that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's the worst mind state you can be in, right? Is woulda, coulda, shoulda. No, treat every single day like it's your last. Right? Do everything that you need to do today. What's your excuse? Right? I bet you watch your favorite TV show today. I bet you scrolled on your phone today. I bet you peeked at them cheeks today. Them digital cheeks, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't too busy for that. But when it's time to put yourself under that pressure so that you could turn into a crystalline being, right? We'll make every excuse in the book of why we can't do it. Now we gotta stop that shit, man. That's our downfall. You ain't meditating 3 days. Why? What's your excuse? Because you had to work? Why? Because you didn't have enough time? How you didn't have enough time? 24 hours in a day, you couldn't set out 10 minutes of your time to close your eyes and sit with yourself? 10 minutes out your day, you couldn't, 20, 30 minutes out your day, you couldn't go work out, you couldn't do something, you couldn't do push-ups. You gonna let today go to waste? Right? Just that little thing you did, that 20, 30 minutes, could have been a small step to your improvement. But you gave up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself today. Take it from me, man. Even, I'm on here giving y'all motivation, but I go through it too. That's why I'm being transparent with y'all, to show you that I'm not always up to it either. I go to the gym. I love going to the gym. I'm in shape. I got a good physique. But even me, bro, I don't feel like going some days. That mindset creeps up into me to make me, be a little lazy. You feel what I'm saying? So we all go through it. But what separates the good from the great is that extra mile. Right? Doing that extra training session, doing that extra rep, that extra set. We got to build our body up every single day. We got to program ourselves every single day, right? To conquer our fears and to achieve our goals. When you do the things you don't want to do, You gotta understand what you transform. You go through a transformation, right? You're always presented with choices. There's always doorways you can walk through. You always have a choice, man. You have free will. You always have a choice. You see, just because you ask for something, you still got to put the work in. Just because you have a goal, you still got to put the work in. You got to show up every single day. It's not going to just happen to you. It's not going to just pop up out of thin air. You still got to show up and do your part. Put your energy into it. Right? Give it all you got, man. What do you have to lose? You see? So now, when times get tough, you got something to fall back on. I fall back on the struggle. My struggle is what makes me, what inspires me to keep going. That's how you know your solar plexus is strong, when you can use your pain and your struggle to overcome adversity. See, your solar plexus is weak when you fall victim to your feelings. You fall victim to your situation in life, and you feel like you can't go no more. You feel like all is lost. Build yourself up right now. This is everything you do is your training. Right? Make the right choices. That's your training. Do what you need to do to be successful. That's your training. Eat that healthy meal instead of eating those cookies. That's your training. Go to the gym instead of skipping it. Do leg day instead of skipping it. That's your training. And then watch how you transform 2-3 months down the road. You're gonna look in the mirror, you're gonna be like, man, I'm a whole different person. Right? It's gonna be in your eyes. You can look in a man's eyes and tell if he's focused or not. You can tell in a man's eyes if he's willing to go that extra mile to achieve his goals. You can tell. You can see the fear. You can see the anxiety. But you can also see the focus. You can see the drive. You can see the ambition. Your spiritual journey, it ain't just about being at peace all the time and kumbaya all the time. Yeah, we want to be at peace with self, of course. Y'all don't clip that or try to take that the wrong way. But sometimes you got to put yourself in overdrive, man, and you got to override your feelings. You got to have heart for yourself, and heart for your dreams, heart for your goals. The heart comes from doing what you don't want to do. Right? I got heart. Even though I don't feel like doing this, I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing this anyway. And then when you do that, you actually making yourself stronger as a man. Your masculinity evolves. Your testosterone rises. You see, guys, it ain't always about taking products. It's literally what you decide to do on a daily basis, which affects your hormones. It affects your spirituality. It affects your mentality. It affects your physical body. All right? So this is just a quick motivational video for you guys, man. I had the urge to do this video because this is what I was going through today, and I know I'm not the only one going through this. I know I'm not the only one going through this. You know what I mean? So whoever can take this video, whoever it resonates with, and can help you to hit the gym today, or can help you to not relapse and look at the digital cheeks today, hey bro, don't skip on this video. You know what I'm saying? Use this as your motivation. All right, so with that being said, y'all let me know in the comment section, man, if y'all resonate with this. If you need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultation, so I'll leave my link in my description. Y'all have a beautiful day.